Hey everybody. So this is another out-of-box review, and it's a garage kit. And if you think of garage kits, resin kits, generally it happens in ranges. There's the sub $100 market where you have a few small models and a lot of accuratization kits. Then from like 150 to 500-600, it's a really good range of really good quality work as well in more limited fields. And then, you know, above 6 to 12, somewhere in there, that's when you start to really get into serious resin. And then anything above like $2,500 for a kit, that's just getting to the point of crazy. And they do get up into the multi-thousands beyond that. What we have here today is a look at a Randy Cooper Avenger. One thing that did concern me when I picked it up from the post office was that while the top was pretty well sealed, the bottom could have fallen through at any moment. So I am worried about the parts on the bottom. So we'll take a look at them in definite concern. But definitely adequate bubble wrap. Ha ha ha. There are going to be some great details to get on these. That's not too bad. So let's take a look at some more pieces. One hanger bay. There's just a lot here. A little bit of flash. Some really nice pieces overall here. One bag of gentle parts. An included resin stand, one half of it, and the other half. Very nice details. It's a good solid piece. All set for lighting. An inner cross brace. There will be aluminum, if not actual steel, inner braces putting this together. So we've got a 2-4, a few different panels here. Let me pull the rest of this out. Well, maybe I can. Now, let me start sorting out the table here, and we'll catch up in a second after I pull out the CD directions. I may as well continue with the unboxing here. I cleared out some space on the table. This thing is definitely going to be a monster. So one poured group, nice. Some really great details on here. Down the length, I see. Side panels for the guns. Nice work. Then finally, the pieces I'm worried if they've been broken, and this one is not. It's a little warped, but there are ways to fix that, and I'll definitely go over those. This one not so bad, but the other one definitely warped. So, a little more cushioning in the bottom definitely would have been good, but clearly they made it fine, so I'm very happy with that. I'm pretty sure if you ever did have a problem with one of Randy's kits, he'd likely work to get something solved, because that's the way pretty much the entire industry is with garage kits, as opposed to plastic kits. Maybe you get replacements, maybe not, depending. But definitely a good amount of parts here. Let me just do a quick mock-up here of just a few of the pieces and see what we're really looking at. Somewhat flattened out in the hull, but damn. If you had seen a previous video, I drew out a diagram here on the table and asked folks to guess the kit. I didn't really say kit, but I should have. And basically it was about 38 inches long. I angled the end points here to match up as close as they could. And overall, just about. So this is probably like 37, I guess. Somewhere in there, 37 and a half. However, when assembled, it could easily go up. Definitely some really great details here. This thing is going to be heavy, and it's definitely going to need some more interior bracing of a metal kind. Let me get the braces out and we'll take a look at those. So let's take a look at a few different parts here. Usually I take a look at stuff by the trees and the sprue, but in this case the model is just so large overwhelmingly that I'm going to have to take it in definitely some shifts here. So we'll take a look at a few parts here, and we'll definitely get to the engines last, I think. One quick note is, initially I thought this was just trench stuff, and that's sort of true. Basically each one of these, and these are done in sections here, it looks like there's 4, 8, 12, 16 pieces or so, and they're just poured in a single batch. All of this shiny stuff here is going to have to be sanded down. Why? Because that is the back side of the edging for the main hull that glues along the face here. That is going to be a huge amount of work, and it's definitely going to be, once you start this kit, you got to finish it, basically. So yeah, crazy stuff here. So looking at the superstructure, as I had mentioned in the video previous, I'm guessing this is about where it goes inside the body overall, and it'll definitely help as a jig for getting the pieces aligned at the correct angles, and structurally definitely going to need some kind of metal reinforcements, either aluminum square tubes or maybe real thin steel rods or flat pieces of sheet to glue across the seams. Getting the angles, that's definitely the job of the jig here, and to get the steel beams to fit, of course, you're going to have to gouge out into the tops here. I'm just really overwhelmed by all of this model here. This is crazy. Some really great details along the main towers. I think this is what I showed earlier. Let's switch over to macro again. Just some crazy details overall. Really in-depth stuff. I have yet to see a pit of any kind. There's definitely a good amount of flash all around, and a lot of that will require razor blades, X-Actos, or even possibly a Dremel cutting wheel, but none quite so severe that it would mandate that. But definitely some really incredible details.